Good news. Mother Earth is helping us. She is working with us as always, but she's working with us specifically to help us with what's going on right now in this post election landscape. This is your psychic news, your post election psychic news, and I want to share with you what I got in my most recent vision with my guides. They gave me a bunch of information and told me which of it I could share with you. So I'm going to share some of it. And the first thing they talked about was Mother Earth and how, Mother Earth, heals us, and she can send healing up from the crystal core of Earth. She can send healing up. And so they were showing like these kind of like stalactites or stalagmites. I don't know which one is the one that points up, right? But it's like these crystals coming out of the earth. And and these crystal stalagmites are coming out of the earth to send energy like light into our world, and they're going up into trees. So like in the center of the tree there are these kind of crystal stalagmites. I've said it like four different ways. Maybe we'll just call them standing up crystals. All right, so because these crystals are in these trees, it would be a good idea to go spend some time in a forest or next to a tree, sit under a tree, take a nap under a tree, meditate under a tree, have a picnic under a tree, hug a tree. All of these things are going to be really healing right now. And then that kind of led to them sharing information about the light grid on planet Earth. And so they talked about crystals, and they were talking about how you can take crystals, like clear quartz of any size, clear quartz crystals, and you can bury them in the forest. And they didn't just say clear. I usually tell people use clear because clear quartz is a good energy amplifier, and it's just an easy one. Whereas when you use other crystals, they have other intentions. So if you know all about crystals, then of course you can bury whatever crystal you understand and work with. But if you don't know anything about crystals and you want to keep it simple, just get clear quartz. And so they also said that we can take crystals and we can pass them out to people. And they kind of showed people just passing them out to everybody. So they had me like sitting on my front stoop, passing them out to strangers walking by, walking their dogs. But they also talked about passing them out to like your organization. Let's say you belong to a nonprofit. You could, get a bunch of clear quartz and pass them out to everybody in the maybe you're a student. You could pass them out to like all your classmates at college or high school. They talked about teachers giving crystals out to all the children in school, like as a gift. Like they have a special day. Oh, everyone's getting a crystal prize. And then like old folks' homes, nursing homes. That would be a good place to pass out crystals to. And so the idea with this is that when you have all of these crystals spread out across the planet, then healing energy can be moved through those crystals. And so it just allows healers to heal more people, and it allows Mother Earth to heal more people. Okay, so my guides were giving me all this different information like this, and I'm like, I have to ask questions that people are actually asking me to answer. People aren't asking me about crystals, right? This is how it is working with light beings and guides. They have their own agenda. We think our agenda is more important. But I want to give people information that they're looking for, and so I specifically asked about the the electrical events that we're focused on right now. And the main answer that I got was that there's going to be a lot of delays. So all these deadlines that are usually kind of hardwired into the process are not going to be met. So I kept getting this wait and see vibe. Wait and see. We all have to wait and see. So, examples were given of like the electrical college, it's not going to matriculate on time, and, the certification of the tickets isn't going to happen when it normally happens. The inauguration might not even happen when it normally happens. Now, the main thing they told me is that most people are going to be okay with the wait and see. I mean, I don't know if okay is the right word. I don't know if any of us are okay. But, okay, like we're not going to, create chaos. But that there is a small minority of people who are going to be upset around the time that the College of Electricity is supposed to be matriculating. And when it doesn't matriculate, there are going to be some people, maybe some students, maybe some parents, different people, both associated with the college and also just people who are witnesses waiting for the results. there are going to be some people who are going to be upset, and there might be some, you know, activity of a, you know, less than pleasant nature. I couldn't really get anything more about it, any detailed information about exactly what might transpire, but I just kept getting reassurances that this is a very small minority. People have also asked me about whether or not Big Sister General is involved in the investigations. You know, people are like, oh, the prosecutor. And what I got was no, she's not involved. She can't be involved. And what I was told is that when we do get information about whatever is going on to cause these delays and these change in deadlines, it's going to come from a neutral third party, a nonpartisan somebody. It's not going to be Democrats, Republicans. It's not going to be anything like that. It's going to be a third party. So that's the bulk of the news that I got. And what I'd love to hear from people in their updates is, you know, what are you doing? Are you using any symbols I mentioned? Are you wearing purple? Are you out in the world using your symbols, your scissors, your wooden spoon? You know, did you go to a full moon ceremony? Do you work with crystals? You know, so much of what I like about, you know, putting these videos up is the interaction I get to have with people in the comments. You know, we're all in this together, and no matter how insightful or intuitive or powerful any one of us is, it doesn't really matter unless we're all working together. And so I really love it when people put in the comments like dreams they're having, their own intuitive information, what their guides are telling them, what dreams that, you know, whatever information you have, I love to hear it. And also I love to hear what people are doing out in the world.